Nike check. All I know is flex. Bust the defense open, running through some. I don't know no plays on the field, I just free from. Caught it with the left, but I'm better with my right arm. When they call blitz, hit stick, don't mean no harm. Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I run it, ain't no stopping on, never rest. Downfield hunt, kick a punt, then I make them catch.
NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New Orleans Saints. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. On the return, Deontay Harris. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Juke, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll go. Out near midfield at the 49.
And the Saints first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action now, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, Dwayne Washington. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
This defense for the Pats, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now this throw caught left side. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A first down throw for Winston. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Kaepernick now on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
He's got Thomas yet again, complete. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Kaepernick. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
And as a defender, if you go in with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. In his own end zone, it's Kaepernick. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Kaepernick now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Thornton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, Kaepernick. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Let's go.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation. Give me a fresh.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall.
And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play fake. Winston. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Again, it's Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Jameis to throw it. Thomas has got it. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll throw again. Winston. The quick slant caught. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Returnable for Dorsett.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Lutz now to kick this one away. Returnable for Dorsett.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 8.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick. And some room to work. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Patriots 14. Williams to kick off 41.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returnable for Dorsett. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now they try the right side here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Kaepernick. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there for the Patriots.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Winston. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Winston. And it's caught.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
To the air again with Winston.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Winston now.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
Yeah, this was just really well done on 3rd down because he doesn't have a lot of time to analyze things. He's got to make a snap decision and go. And his decision there, right on. He rocketed in and made the play.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. To throw, Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Saints 35, Patriots 14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Returnable for Dorsett.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for New England.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Kaepernick going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
Here's Winston. Flush to his right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Winston. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Jameis again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jameis now on 1st down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because Maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. This complete, left side to Aguilar. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Saints 42, Patriots 21. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Washington.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's all
fighting through, and he's got space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw there into the hands of Ross.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
First down, Winston. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Again, it's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action now, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They go play action. Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston eluding the pressure right. Open man is Ross, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They're looking to throw this. Winston going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Patriots 21. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
On the return, it's Washington.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Winston here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route.
Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Pats have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive